It.
Welcome back. In our last issue, we talked about this theory of competing commitments in a way that we can become more effective in our coaching. And so today what I would like to do is just role play that with an agent and show you the 5 steps I talked about and how we walk them through to making a different commitment that could move them forward in their business. So today we have Kate with us. So hi, Kate.
Hi, Darren. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for coming in for our coaching session today. So tell me, what is one thing in your business that you're not doing consistently or maybe not at all that you'd like to do, and for some reason you just can't take that action?
Yeah, I'd have to say it's lead generation. Sometimes I'm good, Darren, and I can get a lot done, and mostly I'm pretty inconsistent.
Okay, so when you talk about inconsistent, what are the things that you're doing to fill that time with instead?
God, when I get into the office, one of the first things that I do is I turn on my computer and I look at my email.
Okay, so you kind of jump into email?
Yeah, and I have to be honest. I mean, I get on average, just from the time I leave the office till the time I get in, I could have a good 75 emails sitting in my inbox.
Wow, so 75 to deal with. And
yeah.
So what do you find happening for you then when you jump into the email? Does it just eat up your time?
Well, I keep telling myself that if I'll do the email, I'll feel better, I'll get all of that off my plate, and one email leads to the next email, leads to the next, and before I know it, it's 11 o'clock.
And if you look at that pattern that happens and you jump into the email, are you finding that you're making some assumptions that that's a way of moving your business forward, or what are you seeing or hearing?
I think what I tell myself that is if I don't go to the email and I don't answer the things that people are giving to me, that they're not going to give me business in the future, that people won't want to work with me.
Is there anything else?
It feels to me mostly like I make huge commitments to people of what I'm going to do, and they're expecting me to do that work. And since most of my business comes from referrals, if I don't do a good job, then why would they ever give me another opportunity?
Yeah. So do you see how there may be a conflict then with the idea of lead generation and the fact that returning emails is how you're building your business based on referrals?
I didn't until I just said that. I didn't even think about that.
So let me ask you: is there another way you could look at that where you could accomplish both?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So if you look at the time you have in your day and the schedule that you've got, is it possible that there might be a way to make both happen?
Well, yeah, now that you mention it, because when I look through the emails, I actually have a system where I color code my emails, so if it's a client or a past client, I know it because it comes up as a certain color.
Okay.
And if I only address those, I probably would have plenty of time to lead generate.
Oh, got it.
It's just the reality is I start getting in the email and other things get in the email. And
so let me ask you this though. So you've got a system that you've created that would support you in doing what you say you'd like.
Yeah.
What would need to change in order for that to occur for you?
I think there's 2 things primarily. I think it would be getting through those first emails.
The color-coded ones?
Yep, the color-coded emails.
Got it, yeah.
And then creating a time later in the day to complete emails.
Awesome. Okay, so now is that something that you would commit to doing? Should we test that and see what happens?
I mean, I don't see why I couldn't.
Okay.
Eventually I'd need an assistant. I don't see why I couldn't do it now, though.
Got it. So let's do this. What if we get together a week from today and you report back on how things went with using the system this way? Does that sound good?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Thanks. Great session.
Thank you.
All right.